Hello, first graders. This is Mr. Begay. It is Tuesday, December 22, 2020. Now, first graders, we are going to continue adding numbers. Adding is very simple and easy. Now, just listen and watch Mr. Begay. Watch how we do these problems together, okay? As you can see here on your screen, I set up another slide here so that we will be able to see what is going on when we are adding numbers. Also, we have buttons here that Mr. Begay is going to be moving around again, okay? That's going to help us discover what's going on when we come upon addition problems. Now, let's come here first. As you can see, we have our problem here. It says 4 plus 13 equals, and it wants to know the answer here. We have 4 answers that we're going to choose from, but first we have to solve this problem up here before we know the answer. So let's come back here. So let's put here 4 plus 13 and then equals, because that was the math problem that was given to us. Now, first graders, we have 2 rows here. One is black and one is gray. The one that is black is going to represent this number here. The one that is gray is going to represent the second number here. Now, first graders, what is that first number here? 4. Good job. So in this black row here, we're going to put 4 of these in here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So look at that. We now have 4 buttons in here in this black row because that represents 4 here. Now we're going to come to this gray row here. This gray row, how many are we going to put in here? Are we going to put 4 more in here again? No, because that's going to give us the wrong answer. And we already did 4. 4 is already up here. We go to this second number. What's this second number here? 13, okay? So we have to move 13 of these buttons in there. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So look at that. We now have 13 buttons on the bottom that represents that number there. Now, if you look here at our picture here, first graders, we're going to count them all up, and that's going to give us an answer here. We need an answer for 4 plus 13 equals. Now, count with Mr. Begay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So our answer there is going to be 17 based on our picture here, okay? So 4 plus 13 is going to equal 17. Let's see if there's a 17 on our screen here. Good job. Look, there is. 17 is sitting here. Let's click it, see if we are correct. Good job. We're correct now. Now watch. Okay, now let's choose another one. Now, here we go. Okay, we have here 11 plus 4 equals, and there's a blank space here again. We have to figure out what 11 plus 4 is going to equal to because we need the correct answer. Now, let's come back here. Now, let's come here now to our next problem. Now, our next problem said, okay, 11 plus 4 equals. So, first graders, now, we have 2 rows here again. How many am I going to put here in this black row? How many? Am I going to put 4 in here on top? No, because 4 is not the first number, okay? Now, what number is this? 11. So we got to put 11 buttons in here now. Count with Mr. Begay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now we stop right there because we have 11 now on top, which represents that 11 here. Now we come down here to this gray row here. Now how many are we going to put here? How many of these now does Mr. Begay have to put in there? What number is that? 4. So we got to put 4 in here. Count with Mr. Begay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we now have our entire picture set up now. All we gotta do now is add up all these buttons, and that's gonna give us an answer here, okay? We gotta know what 11 plus 4 is. Now, let's count with Mr. Begay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So our answer, look, is going to be 15. So 11 plus 4 equals 15 based on our picture here, okay? Now, let's come back over here. Let's see if there is a 15. 11 plus 4 equals what? 15. And look at that. That number is here. Let's click it and see if we are correct. Okay, now here we go. Let's move on to the next problem. Okay, now we have 10 plus 2 equals blank. Okay, we gotta know what 10 plus 2 equals before we can pick an answer. So let's come back here now. Now, our problem said 10 plus 2 equals. Now, first graders, look again at our picture here. We have 2 rows. How many am I going to put up here in this black row? How many? What number is this right here? 10. Good job. So we're going to have to move 10 of these on top into the black row. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we stop right there, first graders, because we have 10 already up here, and it says up here 10. Now let's come down here to this gray row here. Now, how many are we going to put in here? Are we going to put 10 in here again? No, because that's going to give us the wrong answer if we put 10 in here again. What's this number right here? 2, because it says 10 plus 2. So we got to put how many in here? 2. Good job. Let's put 2 in there. Now we're finished. Look at our picture here now. Now the next thing we have to do is just count these, okay? Count with Mr. Begay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So first graders, our answer there is going to be 12. So 10 plus 2 equals 12. That's going to be our answer there. Let's come back here, see if there's a 12 here. Right there, you see it? 12 is sitting there. Let's click it and see if we are correct. Okay, now let's look at our next problem. Look, 7 plus 8 equals blank. We need an answer here, okay? We have to choose an answer, but before we choose an answer, we have to solve this first. So let's come here. Okay, so our problem is 7 plus 8 equals. Now, first graders, we still have 2 rows here. How many are we going to put in this black row here? What number is this? 7. So we got to put 7 of these in the black row here. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we now have 7 buttons up here because that's the first number we are working with. Now let's come here to this next number. What number is that? 8. Good job. Now, am I going to put 8 up here in the black row? No, I'm not going to put 8 there. 8's going to come down here to this next row so we do not get confused, okay? So we got to put 8 here in this gray row here. Count with Mr. Begay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, first graders, look at our picture there now. We have it all set up. All we have to do now is count up those buttons all together, and it's going to give us an answer here, which we need. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So first graders, our answer there is going to be 15. So 7 plus 8 equals 15. Now let's come here. Let's see if there is a 15. Do you see a 15? Yes, 15 is right here. You see it? 7 plus 8 equals 15. Let's click it, see if we are correct. Okay, now let's go now to this next problem. Now look right here. 7 plus 7 equals blank. We have to choose a number here, but before we choose a number again, we have to figure out this up here first. So let's come here. Now, our problem said 7 plus 7 equals. So we got to figure out what 7 plus 7 is. Now, first graders, how many am I going to put up here in this black row? What's this first number right there? 7. So we got to put 7 of these up here. Count with Mr. Begay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, we still have a row we have to use here. Now, how many am I going to put in here again? How many? Okay, what's this number here that's sitting right here? 7, okay? So now we're going to put 7 in here. Count with Mr. Begay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now look at our picture here. We figured out what 7 plus 7 is. Now we just got to add up these buttons. Count with Mr. Begay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, our answer there is going to be 14. 7 plus 7 equals 14 based on our picture here. Now let's come back here. Let's see if there is a 14. Yes, right here. You see it? 14. 7 plus 7 equals 14. Okay, let's move on. Let's move to this next problem. Now, 6 plus 10 equals, we gotta have an answer here, okay? Before we can choose an answer, we gotta figure out this top portion first. So let's come here. Now, our math problem was, okay, 6 plus 10. Let's put that up there, because we gotta figure out what 6 plus 10 is. So first graders, how many am I gonna put here in this black row? What number is it right here? This first number, what's that? 6. So we gotta put 6 in here. Count with Mr. Begay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now look at that. We did the first row here because that represents 6 there. How many am I going to put down here again? What number's right here? What's the second number that's here? 10. Good job. So we're going to have to put 10 buttons down here at the bottom. Count with Mr. Begay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now look at that. We have our picture right here that sorted out everything for us. Now all we have to do is count all these pink buttons. That's going to give us our answer here. Now first graders, count with Mr. Begay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So first graders, our answer here is going to be 16 because we figured out the picture here and we counted it up. The answer is going to be 16. Now let's come here and see if there is a 16 here because 6 plus 10 equals 16. Right here it says 16. Let's click it. Okay, let's come here to our last addition problem. This says 3 plus 6 equals, and we need an answer here. But like Mr. Begay said, before we choose an answer, we have to figure out what this is first. So let's come here. Now, when we come here, first graders, okay? Okay, so here is our slide, okay? Now we got to find out what 3 plus 6 is going to equal. So first graders, how many am I going to put up here in this black row? What number is this? 3. So we got to move 3 of these pink buttons in there. Count with Mr. Begay. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now we are done with this top row. We have to come down here to this gray row, the second row. Now first graders, what is this number here that's sitting? What number is that? 6. So we got to put 6 down here, okay? Count with Mr. Begay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have our whole picture here sorted out for us. Now, all we have to do now is count up the pink buttons because we already did the picture here. Count with Mr. Begay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have here first graders. Our answer here is going to be 9. Based on our picture here. So 3 plus 6 equals 9. Let's come back here. Let's see if there is a 9. Is there a 9? Yes, look, 9 is sitting here. Let's click it and see if we are correct. Okay, good job first graders. That's the end of our addition math lesson for today.